What's up, everyone? It's Tuesday. Just getting some more walking in. I really like to do this shit every day. First off, it makes me feel like I've accomplished something that's not super difficult in the mornings, because I don't know if you guys know this. It might seem like I'm always motivated and trying to work hard, but I'm actually super fucking lazy, like super lazy. Sorry for swearing, super effing lazy. So I try to just keep it simple, right? I don't put a lot of stress on myself, telling myself I need to come into the gym and get sprints done first thing in the morning. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to just come in and just walk. I'm blessed. I have the ability to have, an hour sometimes before clients or in between clients, so I can fit time in for this. But if I didn't, I would definitely try to make sure that, after work, get something in, right? And it doesn't have to be walking, it doesn't have to be running, it doesn't have to be biking, but like whatever you like doing, try to find a way that you can make that some sort of like small exercise, small workout, right? It's not about, don't put the stigma of working out on it, right? It's not about working out. It's just about moving, right? Like we have to move our bodies and feel better so we don't end up being 45, 50 and being like, shit, man. I get this thing all the time. People say like, oh man, I feel really like sore, my back's really messed up. I shouldn't feel this way. I'm only 35. I'm like, dude, you don't do anything. Like, no offense, and I'm not trying to insult people, but it's like, think about before healthcare, right? Before you just go to the hospital. People didn't live to be 80. You know what I mean? Like, dude, 31, I'm 31 now, like, that was it. I was at the end of my lifespan. I'm an old man. Like, the human body wasn't designed to just work until 80, especially not like if you don't take care of it. I'm always into comparisons. You don't want to compare, or I'm sorry, you don't want to compare, but like use the analogy of your car, right? If you don't maintain your vehicle, it's going to break down. There's no other way to look at it. And I know people think like, oh, you can't compare a body and a car. And it's like, yeah, you can. First off, yes, you can. I just did. And two, dude, that's the industry I came from. I see it all the time, right? Like, you have a car with 10,000 miles on it, that shit breaks down, right? If you're not doing oil changes on it, you're not going to make it 30,000 miles. You're going to make it about like 15 to 20 before that shit has a problem. But again, like I said, just try to find a way that you can do something that you like, your family likes, you get some benefit out of, right? Because it's small wins like that really help us out in the long run. You start building those small wins on something that you don't want to do, but it's not like you're not telling yourself you got to get out of bed and go run, right? Start small. Like, oh, I want to be healthier. All right, I'm going to make breakfast for myself every morning. Awesome, dude, just do that. Like, just do that until that's a routine. Once it's a routine, then you can add some stuff to it, right? Don't tell yourself you're going to have to reinvent the wheel overnight, because it's never going to work. It's just, I've seen so many people start and they hammer it, and then it's like, a month later, all of a sudden they're off the wagon. It's like, that's because you try to make a million changes at once. But with that annoying topic out of the way today, I got a pretty busy day work-wise. I have clients pretty much all morning, so I'm really taking this couple seconds here to really get some walking in. I have a client coming in at 10. Likes to do pad work, but he's really working on hip mobility. He's having a hard time walking. He's got a job where he sits a lot. Going through just kind of watching him do basic squats and stuff, you can see that he doesn't have a whole lot of hip strength, right? He thought it was that he needed to stretch, but stretching versus weakness to the untrained person can kind of have the same symptoms, right? You think, oh yeah, I just need to stretch, but it's not. So working on some hip strength, and then we finish with some pad work because he's a big fight fan, so I love it. And then after that, we got another one of my buddies, a longtime gym guy, comes in here. He's kind of doing what we talked about. He wants to change, but instead of just full on jumping into, training 5 days a week, he's coming in a couple times a week with me. We're keeping it really simple. Just get him back to fundamental basic movements, make him feel comfortable and confident in the gym, and then hopefully that transitions into his life. He's thinking about getting married, so it's a lot of big steps for him. Having some sort of positive outlet is definitely going to be a good thing. So My job is to continue to motivate him, get him happy with the workouts, keep him coming in. Don't kiss his ass, because he's the kind of kid you got to be hard on, but keep him coming. Show him the results. Show him what the hard work's going to do through scale numbers, strength numbers, right? Give him something tangible. After that, I'm going to my boy Anthony's Trigger Warning Conjugate on YouTube. The guy's the man. Doing strength and conditioning. Today is supposed to be upper. Last Tuesday, he dicked me though and made me do deadlifts, so I'm not, I'm still mad at you for that. I'm still mad at you. It's all right, my hamstrings are finally recovered, so I think we'll be good no matter what. And then after that, come back. I got clients this afternoon. One of my other buddies that does some video editing for me also comes in and I coach him for strength and conditioning and coach him for pad work too, so it's a ton of fun. I love hanging out with Calvin. And then I have my badass mom, Kara. She's one of my very first clients, her and her husband. They're awesome. They're awesome. Kara's a hard worker. She's a school teacher, and then she comes here after all day teaching high school, and I put her through torture. And she thanks me every time. So people like that really help me out, especially to end the day with somebody like that. She's the best. She's the best. So then after that, I'll try to get some sprints in before I head out. But Tuesday I try to be home. My wife and I got a ton of stuff going on, so I got to move the bed around, you know, some basic dad stuff. But I love it, man. I love it. And I'm really starting these mornings off with everybody here. It's really kind of making me super happy. I know these videos aren't super long, but consistency is the key, right? With all things. Consistency is key, especially when you don't want to do stuff, when it seems like a little bit of a hassle. But same way that we started off this video, I have to remember that. Start with the things that are just a little bit of a hassle, right? Don't go to the giant thing, right? Like, I'm trying to set up a Patreon because just like everybody else out there, I'm broke as hell right now, trying to make some money, trying to make a name for myself. I have a name in this school, but that's about it, right? Nobody out there knows me. If you guys are watching me for the first time, you guys don't know me, so I have a ton of stuff that I have to do. But getting this out of the way first thing in the morning feels good. It kind of clears my head a little bit. I can ramble and rant to people who hopefully will give me some positive feedback, or maybe they'll just call me a troll or say that they saw me get knocked out one time. That's what I know. I don't care. But like I said, with that, it's Tuesday. Keep your head on straight, right? Don't let yourself start going through the motions. When you start to feel yourself kind of going, oh shit, you know what? I gotta do this. Oh, I gotta do that. Oh, I gotta do this. Try to take a step back, man. Think some positive thoughts. You have to bring some positivity into your life, even like when you don't think it's possible. Start doing that. You'll start seeing some changes. So guys, have a good day. Get after it. I'll see you all tomorrow.